There is a deep and fundamental problem with people wanting female custodies and female space marines, and until very recently I haven't been able to articulate it well because I have looked at things through the wrong lens. Being a miniature painter, being a man, my focus has always been detail-oriented instead of vibes. But there is a vibe that you get from this which is fundamentally wrong, but it's something that you have trouble articulating because you think, okay, well, why don't I want this thing? And then you think, hey, I want to protect these other things. And then I realized something that was deeply and fundamentally wrong. Because it's so obvious that everyone should look at it and say, yeah, well, duh. What is the one thing a woman can do that no man can ever do? Give birth. So what would the role of a female super soldier be? Well, it's fairly obvious, isn't it? To give birth. To continue the species. The superior species. Again and again and again throughout the Horus Heresy, we are told by various people that the Space Marines were not to have a part of government because they were meant to be a tool for humanity. And the fear was always that they would see themselves as above humanity. And we see how that plays out. I have always been and will always be an outsider because I am disagreeable by nature and honest, which people commend you for until you're honest with them. But there has always been one thing that has served me well being an outsider, and this is a tool that I think that you can use in your life no matter who you are. Don't focus on what people say. Focus on what they do. The claim is that people want this for terms of representation, showing more female models. But at most, out of these two particular factions, the only change that you are going to get is a head swap at most. They haven't been pushing for female-bodied miniatures. I've been pushing for this for a very, very long time because I loved to convert GW miniatures into my custom D&D characters. This is well before Hero Forge was what it is today. I would like you to imagine if this was truly something that people wanted, wouldn't we see something like a fan favorite or perhaps a fan created Imperial Guard faction of just female soldiers, and this massive push to make these because there wouldn't be the pushback that there would be against female space marines, female custodies. Or perhaps along a similar line, something like we will not be silent, a pushback against the idea of the Sisters of Silence being silent. I wouldn't like that because the Sisters of Silence are just such a fantastic tragedy. They are the servants of Kronos, feeding future gods to Kronos so that they will never rival his power, taking away the one thing that makes a woman a matriarch, her voice. Just as the Space Marines are a tragedy, essentially child soldiers, turned into nothing but a blunt instrument against the enemies of man. But I've been letting you sit with this elephant in the room for some time, and it's time that I get back to it. Look at people's actions, not their words. If somebody wanted, say, a superior species to take over, what would they look like? I'd look to history, and it's a lot more common than you'd think. It's not one race that has a claim to this idea. No, many races have claimed this idea, and they all inherently come from one particular class of people, the nobility. People who would shun manual labor at any opportunity. People who would take any opportunity to look down on others, particularly regarding education or so-called intelligence. They would be obsessed with sex and consider themselves well above the moral order. Regardless of the traditions they come from, they would consider themselves above it, and they would see themselves as having a greater connection to other nobles rather than the people they come from. Now, let us take a look at the people who champion this cause. What is the one rejoinder you always hear when someone says that they're against this idea? They say that they're an incel, an involuntary celibate. This even when the person proposing the idea is a family man or obviously in some sort of loving relationship. So we have tick 1, obsessed with sex. And often when you look into the profiles of these people, they will post certain content. You know the content that I'm talking about, and it's prolific. So let's look at the next point, avoiding manual labor at all costs. Most of the people making these claims are part of what is called the laptop class. They are always service providers, never producers. They don't work in mines, forestries, or factories. They use almost exclusively their minds to make a living, and often publicly look down on people who have less of an education than them, which is the vast majority of people, as they are usually university or higher educated, even if it's only some university. So their first line of defense is to say that people are incels and they often have a history of questionable content. They look down on others because of their perceived lack of intelligence. And more often than not, they lack physical skills and abilities. What am I doing other than describing the new nobility? I'm going to bring up something that we never talk about. And yes, you've been listening to a guy this whole time, but almost all of our content is me and Sunny talking to one another. However, I wanted to shield her from the worst of these people because I know how they are and I know what they would say about her. We are in a mixed race relationship, but it's no longer the 1920s. It's the 2020s, and racism is very different, and the way that people do it is very different. People will find reasons to be upset with me over the most minuscule and unusual of things. But Sunny's told that she always has a place here, just so long as she isn't with me. That's here in Australia. In Singapore, it was quite the opposite. No, Sunny is acting up. Why is she behaving so poorly? You know you're really a good guy. I'm sure you could get any girl you wanted. Don't listen to what they say. Look at what they do. Look at what the results would be if that was followed through. Have these people pushed for increased romances, and have they screamed about the opportunities of such when it comes to the new female custodies? What is the natural conclusion of a romance between a man and a woman? We all know what it is. Children. So a lingering question remains. Why do they not continue their species, the superior species? And why are they not ruling over these other people? Because the law is explicit about this. These people are genetically superior. Maybe I'm just a paranoid guy because I've been in this mixed race relationship and some of the times you have to go off those vibes. But I have this rotten feeling deep down in my gut that I'm not.
I liked the way that you presented things. You talked about how this mentality comes about, where the history of it comes about, who are the people who have these desires, and why it's so bad. So it really put things into perspective for me.
So you don't think I'm just crazy going off vibes?
No, I would not call it vibes. Well, maybe it started out that way, but you actually dug deep to figure out why that was.
Yeah, there's just this fundamental feeling that you get deep down which doesn't quite feel right.
Another thing I don't quite understand is why do they insist on such minuscule design changes?
I'm sorry, I'm not following.
Like, for example, you want female custodies or female space marines. It's just a head swap.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, but there's nothing else differentiating between a male and female custodies / space marine, right? The bodies are exactly the same. And if you choose to say, okay, if I don't like the idea of female custodies or space marine, just
like
change
what
it back
they
to
said
a
in the
helmet.
article. Yeah, they said, if you don't like the heads, you can just use one of the helmeted heads.
Yeah, yet on the lore side, they say this has always been this way, and they just basically gaslit the community. Despite all this lore saying that they are an exclusively male faction, but they don't want female-bodied miniatures, we have to accept that these male models are female. It's so weird. Which is why I think it's really smart that you said focus on their actions, not their words. For example, like Gilliman.
Sorry, I don't follow.
So I'm starting to notice this now that we're on this topic. And, you know, they like to say that they don't like authoritarianism and all this, but yet they celebrate Gilliman at every opportunity. So I'm seeing that pattern of,
oh, right. And
the
he's,
superiority.
yeah, the superior man sort of thing. Yep. I'm following.
And we've had conversations with these people in real life. We've asked them, okay, why is this so important to you? And they don't have a real reason other than saying, oh, I just want my dommy mommy.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember that.
So it just goes back to that obsession
it was
with
so
sex,
weird.
Yeah, and like how they have their favorite insult of, oh, if you don't support this idea, then you're an incel.
Yeah, well, like, it just doesn't make sense because of the people who they're talking to. Like, they're not incels most of the time.
Plus, guys, if you haven't already noticed, Cal isn't an incel.
You didn't need to say that. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us, and as always,
and keep those brushes wet.
Oh my god, why are you like this?